Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the St. Johns County Show that's on in the morning. Glad to have you with us here today. We've got a lot to do today.
Oh, good.
A lot to do, to talk about, some stuff to laugh at, some stuff that's not so funny.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So some serious things.
Yeah.
Put on the search face.
Yeah.
We're also going to teach you how to be fancy like Troy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bougie Blevin segment. I like it.
See my fingernails right now.
Bougie Budget Blevin.
Oh, I love it.
We're going to show you how how you can achieve
That's going to be great.
Troy status.
Troy
Yeah.
status.
It's something that's very sought after in this town.
Yes. Get your pen and paper, everybody.
That's right. Time to take notes.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that commercial. If I could be,
Like Troy Blevins. If I could be like Troy.
I'm open for endorsements.
Wow. Okay.
Got the
Good
energy of a boy.
deal. All right, then.
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
I think that was a
BOI,
compliment.
yes.
Yeah. So we'll get all that started here in just a second. Just a couple minutes. After we tell you about Bozard Ford Lincoln. There we go. Since 1949, Bozard Ford Lincoln been more than just a dealership. They're a family-owned beacon of trust right here in St. Augustine. We're very lucky they're right here in St. Augustine. Founded on the principles of honesty, integrity, and community service, the Bozard family tradition continues to thrive through generations. They've got that state-of-the-art facility with 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, and you can enjoy the comforts of their customer lounge and the unique flavors of Ford's Garage. Wonderful restaurant.
It's amazing.
It really is. They are proud recipients of the prestigious Triple Crown Award and constantly being named Florida's Dealer of the Year by the Dealer Rater organization. And they are dedicated to providing an enjoyable and efficient experience for you. Bozard Ford Lincoln offering the best in pricing, selection, and service just off I-95 and State Road 16, where your satisfaction is their mission, and they are driven to inspire.
Yeah.
All right. Also,
are we supposed to join in there?
I know.
I figured the pause. I didn't know what to do. I got nervous. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, big shout out to Fidus Roofing, Great Expectations Realty and Auction, Chiba Hot Toasted Sub, St. Augie's Pizza, BHF Insurance, Griffin Service, Lace Med Spa, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, and BNS Sign. So we'll talk about in a little while. But first, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Hey, happy Wednesday.
It is a hump day. Hump day today.
It's a very flimmy hump.
Yeah, kind of a gross someday.
Hump day, yeah. You have to take a bite out of it.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. I was really trying to find a way to make a joke about it being a dry hump day, but that was very wet.
Yeah, that was very wet. Unfortunately, maybe that was my inspiration that we need.
I don't use
Manifest.
the word moist. People don't like that word.
We would really, well, there's some people who don't mind it.
Okay. I don't
Some
mind.
people really, really hate it.
Yeah.
How's it going in the booth, guys?
Doing great.
Good?
Yeah, hear me in the mic.
Good?
Good.
I'm doing all right.
All right, we'll take it as a currency of positivity. We're going to
Okay,
take
there
that.
we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, let's start off, as we do most mornings, with a question of the day.
All right. Cool. Your question of the day, and hopefully I can get this out the way it's intended to be. When you were young, what did you think made you rich? Like, oh, if they have this type of shoes, or if they have this type of car, if they have that, what did you look at and go, oh man,
Yeah.
they're rich?
So when I was younger and I would go over to my friends' houses and they had just full pantries. Their pantry was just full of stuff, chips and snacks and Gatorades and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, we don't even have a pantry. And if we did, it'd be empty as hell. So that was my sign of, damn, you're doing all right. They had a full pantry.
Full
of
pantry.
stuff.
Yeah, like the big box of the what is it? The gummy bears. No, what do we have? The Gushers back in the day, right? Yeah, yeah.
That was a good one.
Back
They
when
got some
roll up, yeah, they
Oreos
had
in
all
there.
of it. Yeah. Not just one snack. They had a plethora
Right.
of them.
A plethora of options to choose from. Yeah.
Those are great houses. Okay, so
Yeah.
my answer, okay, if they had premium cable subscription,
Oh.
like I'm even talking nudie channels, like all the way there, like everything you possibly could want. It's like, wow, you have access to the world. Because we didn't have the World Wide Web back then.
And it was still back then. It was still only 30 channels. You know? I
It was still
wasn't very
amazing.
many
Yes.
options.
I just watched a lot of MTV growing up.
Yeah. Okay. So if they had like HBO. and
Oh yeah,
all that stuff,
Skinamax, all of
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, if you had HBO, I remember thinking that too. Wow, they have HBO?
Right?
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you guys back there?
Davey actually almost went right where I was going, but I'm gonna date myself with the intranet.
Okay.
You had the internet back
Really?
then.
Yeah.
Dial up.
Yeah.
Yeah. AOL, I think was the first one. AOL discs. You got the free hours. on that,
Right.
whatever
You can
they
get the
send you.
AOL at like Winn-Dixie. You can get the discs. You can get them everywhere.
We'd go to our friend's house and get on LimeWire and get all the music.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. I screwed up
Yeah.
many hard drives on some
Right?
LimeWire.
Me too. I ruined computers on LimeWire.
I bet you two were burning discs. like
Shout out
crazy.
Daniel Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we'd go and mess up.
Yeah.
Coach Joe.
Yeah, the Beach family lost a few computers.
Coach Joe paying the bills.
But nothing could match your serotonin happiness level of when you signed on and you got mail. Like, oh yay, somebody's out there.
Or
Yeah.
when one of those AOL doors
Instant
open.
messengers,
Yeah.
exactly.
Or like your
Yeah.
crush like signs off, kadoom. You're like, oh,
Oh,
the
right?
night's over. Yeah, you're just
yeah.
waiting for a
Just
private.
how much, like, when you had built up the strength to, like, just say
Yes.
hi to your crush on there and you're just about to do it, then
Kadunk. Oh.
yeah. I remember that
I
feeling.
miss the little paperclip guy.
Oh, do you
Oh,
really?
do you
Nobody misses
really?
that guy.
He
That guy
was so
sucked.
annoying.
Yeah.
I thought he was cool.
So annoying.
God. Yeah, I thought he was
I don't
annoying.
think you guys knew him the way I knew him.
Apparently, you actually needed the help. Yeah.
Kind of question.
all the time, man.
Jeez.
He was my friend.
Control Alt Delete.
Oh, boy. Okay. All right.
That's funny.
got off.
You did something wrong with the paper clips. Like, you know what? I'm out of here, dude. You're on your own.
I can't help this dude.
Call the 800 number. Talk to somebody.
Yeah, man. Wow. Oh, jeez, man. Blake, what was your sign of richness?
I'm gonna say an actual pool that was in the backyard and
Pool.
and
Yeah.
not like an above ground pool.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hear you loud and clear. Screened in
I was wondering where
Lanai.
Blake was going to go with this.
Yeah.
Interesting, yeah.
Because Blake grew up fairly rich.
Yeah, probably better than all of us here in this room, actually. Yeah. Yeah. So,
I was
okay.
wondering where you're going to go with that one.
What you got, Troy?
And mine, and this, Woody Griffin had a 2-story house.
Okay.
And he had a 2-story house, and he had a foosball table, and he had
Oh.
but he had a the fact that you had a 2-story house to me meant you were rich. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
the neighborhood I grew up in, DeLand, they built all these houses, and Blake knows the house we're talking about. They all look the same in like the 1950s. Concrete block, just super square and boxy.
Right.
That's the
right.
house I grew up in. And everybody in our neighborhood had that exact same house.
Yeah, yeah.
So anybody who had a 2-story house is like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I still think that.
Yeah.
I've never lived in a 2-story house.
Yeah.
I did in Delaware, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, it was an old farmhouse that I grew up with, 85 acres of farmland surrounding it. But yeah, it was like
Wow.
100-year-old farmhouse. It was amazing. But yeah, but that was the only time we had a 2-story. Actually, no, we had a bi-level in Middletown, the other house in Delaware. So yeah, I guess like, maybe that's kind of like the Delaware thing. Like everyone has a 2-story
That's
thing.
rich right there. Did you just
I
call
don't
it
think
a
so.
bi-level?
No.
Did you just call it a bi-level?
Yeah.
What?
It's like a split level house. Like
It's
like
kinda-
your like
you
living
got
quarters
one
or
living
yeah.
quarters, and then it kind of shifts over.
Right.
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah,
I
we
heard
had
that term.
Blake pretty much grew up in a 2-story house with a pool.
Oh,
Yeah, right. So
wow.
Blake was a privileged rich child.
Blake, jeez,
Wow.
that's awesome.
Okay. There you go.
Still am today.
Oh, nice. Rich in
Way to
life.
be humble, Blake.
Yeah.
No, don't be humble. Own it.
Yeah. You can't take it with you.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Dad, for
There
paying
you
off the
go.
car.
All right. Good question of the day. I'll look forward to what
We'll
people are saying.
see what
out there.
people are saying there.
Yeah. We go to Troy now for a quick check of the weather, Troy.
Tight.
That quick check of the weather brought to you by Great Expectations Realty and Auction. They can sell your home, your business, and everything in it. Check them out at geauction.com, gerealty.us.
And for the record, it did rain yesterday, but it didn't rain even enough to knock the dirt off my car.
I know.
Right.
Dang it.
I just had like the little spots between the dust.
Yeah.
That's all it was. As I hate when it rains at that level.
Yeah.
It poured in some sections of St. Johns County,
Yeah.
and others we were just dry.
We
All
really
right.
need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. Most of us didn't get it.
My lawn is like ramen noodles before the water. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
super crunchy.
Yeah.
What we need right now is a traffic report, Rick.
Yes, sir. Let's go down, check out International Gulf Parkway. We got a little, look like a fuel truck sitting there on the side of the road. I do have some good information, though. This morning, at least, I'm not sure if they're still out there, in between 207 and 206, FHP was running some speed checks out there on both directions, north and southbound. So drive safe out there. And
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
And I did have a little traffic stat I decided I'm going to start doing. Just wanted to let everyone know out there, 3-mile radius is about where majority of the car accidents happen. So be careful around your house.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It's a good thing.
Very good
Stat
PSA.
there. Yeah.
Other than that, it looks like it's moving smooth and everyone's out there driving safe and sound. So,
I don't think I go 3 miles from my house.
right. I was thinking, why is that true?
This is like
This
the
is the
northernmost
farthest
point
you
that I
go.
go to.
Yeah.
But I wonder why that is. I think people like let their guard down before they get to their house. Like it's their surround. They get more comfortable around their surroundings. So yeah, maybe just tighten up closer to home.
Well, you're also. I think it breaks down to you really. The majority of your travels are within 3 miles of your house. The grocery store, the gas station. So you just got a higher percentage of getting into an accident when you're.
And your house is your hub, so you're leaving and going from consistently. So it's almost the most consistent thing in your weekly travels or whatnot. So yeah, I pondered that on the way here too, thinking, does everyone just get close to the house and go crazy, or is this probably a statistic thing, just that they're
I think it's just the number of trips.
Right. Work might be behind that, where you work or wherever you spend. But all right, just another fun fact.
There you go.
Stay safe.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, guys.
That traffic report comes to us from Lace Med Spa, of course. Rejuvenating experience. Look no further than a Lace Med Spa. I forgot the first couple words there, but that's okay. At Lace, they specialize in providing their clients with a wide range of luxurious spa treatments and advanced medical aesthetic procedures. You need your face to look a little better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Get some of the wrinkles out of it. Troy, they can't help you.
Yeah.
Yes, they can. They can pump that up.
Can they? Okay.
Oh, yes.
They can even help Troy.
Absolutely.
Take the old iron to it.
Woo! Right.
You look
That's
snatched
not
to
how
the
they
gods.
do it.
That's not how they do it.
They do it much more professionally. They have lasers and fillers and all that good stuff. Everything you need.
It's beauty on your terms.
They can help Troy. They can help you.
Absolutely.
That's their new tagline, I think. Lace. Check them out at lace.com. All right, man. Let's talk about some undercover busts, huh?
Yeah, what happened here? I like this.
This took place just a couple days ago. Operation Express Jackpot, as they call it. It uncovered some gambling machines and a whole bunch of cash out there in Hastings at a food mart. St. Johns County Sheriff's Office released details on a significant drug and gambling raid that took place on Friday, May 31st. A couple weeks ago, I guess. They released the information a couple days ago, I think. After receiving community tips for over 6 months, detectives initiated Operation Express Jackpot at the 207 Express Mart, on West Church Street in Hastings. Undercover detectives engaged in various illicit activities, they say, including purchasing drug paraphernalia, participating in electronic gambling, and conducting narcotics transactions in the parking lot. Boy, sign me up to be an undercover cop. That sounds like fun.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds like Vegas.
I'm joking. Kind of. The raid resulted in the discovery of 4 gambling machines, a large amount of drug paraphernalia, which I can understand. They sell pipes and stuff at most convenience stores.
Yeah, that's where I'm kind of confused
Pipes
on
and
this.
that type of thing.
What kind of pipe?
Gambling payout equipment, and approximately $400,000 in cash. That is a lot of money to leave at a gas station.
A lot of cash.
A lot of cash for a gas station. With the assistance of the Putnam County Sheriff's Office, numerous suspects were arrested. The investigation is ongoing, and they say anyone with information is encouraged to contact the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office at 904-824-8304 or via email at crimetips@sjso.org. You can also call Crime Stoppers and let people know if you have any other information with this. I think it seems like the gambling machines, narcotics transactions in the parking lot, I don't know if that necessarily involved employees or customers or the owner knew about that happening. So I don't know. We don't have a ton of information there, but the gambling machines, that's definitely going to get you.
Or were they just making an arcade?
No, well,
that's
an
different?
adult arcade is gambling.
Okay.
That's what adult arcades are.
And you can't do that. That's illegal. You cannot have those kind of games. Okay.
No, you can't. You cannot.
But what about online gambling? Isn't that legal?
certain areas.
Yeah, under certain circumstances.
Just interesting to me. I just don't know this culture at all.
The
so.
sports betting on Hard Rock is now legal in the state of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So statewide sports betting is legal in Florida, but only through Hard Rock. But like regular casino games, like slots, blackjack, craps, and all that, that is illegal unless you're on Seminole grounds and physically there.
Oh, thank you for that clear up.
So you got to go to pretty much Seminole Hard Rock to do casinos type stuff.
Gotcha.
Best Bet has there's very limitations on what they have. Like Best Bet has the card games. They have the pari-mutuel betting, but you can't bet on football games at Best Bet, but you can bet on like the highlight and the horse racing and whatever the trotters are called there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's just very specific circumstances.
Oh, and they just didn't pay attention to the rules, it sounds like. Jeez. Yeah. Okay.
And Best Bet's really actually a good time.
Is it?
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. Great place.
Yeah, no, it's a good place to watch football.
Sure.
Yeah, they have the screens and everything there. So.
Yeah.
Do they have slot machines, like a nickel slot?
Nope.
See, I'm not going to have any fun. There it is. It's over for me. That's all I can do. Everything else I'm so confused with. I don't know what I'm doing.
You don't do poker at all? You don't do blackjack?
No, I can do blackjack. I mean,
Yeah.
I could do Uno, though. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know, they have War at this Best Bet. You can play War.
I could play some more.
Yeah.
There we go.
They call it one-card poker, I think.
Yeah.
But it's
really?
basically War. It's boom.
Okay.
Whoever has the best card, you win the hand.
Well, that sounds too easy. That sounds like my money's going to go real quick.
Yeah, you could win a lot of money and lose a lot of money. I think it really just depends on who's shuffling those cards, man.
I'm a shopper, not a gambler.
Yeah.
Just who I am.
So you wouldn't have had any trouble out there in Hastings. You would have been fine.
I would have fit right in. Yeah.
There you go. All right. So yeah, don't put gambling machines in your organizations. There you go. Tip of the day.
And
You're welcome.
Allison just jumped in the comments, says they really have really good food, and I'll vouch for that too. Their food is good.
The Best Bet?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's a really beautiful place. I went there recently, man. Really nice place.
Like, I know there's some nonprofits in town that have like a gambling casino kind of night thing. But I think we, like, back in the day when we did Calypso Night, we had to do like funny money and like, you know, they would win like tokens to win prizes as opposed to it being like a cash out kind of a situation.
Right.
So there's ways to have fun with it, but
Yeah.
can't do it for cash, I guess.
Yeah, that's correct.
Well, you got to be licensed and all that.
True. Yeah.
And you can't be putting $400,000 in a paper bag in the back.
Oof, yeah. I wouldn't want to have
without telling the IRS about it.
I would not want to have that much money in cash at a convenience store. You know, it's just that's a lot of money, man. Almost $500,000.
That's a lot of money.
That
Way
sticker,
too much.
Only $50 in register, and it's not true.
Yeah.
You almost could buy a house in this county with that money.
Right. You can't even buy a house with $400,000.
You can put down a part of a down payment.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
no.
Yeah. So there you go. If you got any tips, call the cops. There we go. Oh, Jacksonville is literally the worst.
Yes.
I mean, we all already knew that, didn't we?
Yeah, of course.
They're literally the worst.
Cheap imitation of us.
There was a recent revealing analysis by Forbes Advisor. Finally, a reputable place ranking. This is what happens when reputable places rank our area. This is what happens when people can't buy their way into a good slot on the top 10.
To be clear, we're not Jacksonville.
No, we are not Jacksonville.
No, we are not. Yeah.
But we could be soon if we're not careful.
That's true.
Jacksonville has been singled out as the least appealing city for summer travelers among the nation's 50 most populous cities. Despite its accolades from U.S. News and World Report, that's one you can pay for, as one of the best places to live. See, that's why they were ranked best places to live in U.S. News and World Report. You can pay for that one.
Yeah.
Jacksonville's suitability as a vacation spot tells a different story, they say. Forbes study evaluated cities across 16 crucial metrics, ranging from crime rates and median hotel prices. Well, yeah, we don't even have to. They're not sending their best.
No, they are not sending their best, sir.
And median hotel prices to seasonal temperatures and the availability of public transit and dining options. The findings suggest that Jacksonville presents several hurdles for visitors. Yeah, big ass hurdles.
A lot, yeah. What are you gonna do up there?
Nothing.
What do you do there?
You can get shot.
Right. Dodge bullets? Are you playing Frogger?
Right, yeah, play Matrix in real life.
Right?
See how long you
go to the
last.
zoo.
You can go to the zoo.
That's
and
one.
in
See a show.
In this weather, the
2
zoo,
days, okay.
The zoo actually feels like you're in the heart of Africa right now. It's
Right,
so
you can get an
freaking hot
immersive
right now.
experience with those lions. out
Yes,
there.
you could get one, yeah.
They earned the dubious distinction, this goes on to say, of the least favorable destination for summer travel with the lowest score achievable, a perfect 100 out of 100 on a scale of bad.
Wow.
Legitimately, you could not have gotten a worse score.
You said summer school.
Jeez. They say a deeper dive into the city's specific shortcomings includes its poor walkability and minimal public transportation options. Jacksonville ranks third lowest in the category across studied cities. Travelers flying in or out of Jacksonville International Airport might face significant disruptions, with an average of 28.9% of summer flights affected. I mean, that's actually kind of below the national average.
I was going to
think
say, that's not bad.
right, the national average is like at least 38, I think.
Yeah.
38% are delayed. Second highest rate observed in the study. The city also suffers from a lack of parking infrastructure, possessing the sixth fewest parking spots and garages per capita. Furthermore, Jacksonville's crime rate stands out, they say. Well, yeah, we all
Yeah.
know that.
Get it.
Ranking is the 8th highest among the cities surveyed. Coupled with a limited selection of highly rated restaurants. Yeah, their food pretty much all sucks up there.
There's like a handful of something. But
Yeah.
That's it.
It ranks 8th from the bottom in restaurants. Jacksonville finds itself in the company of Colorado Springs, Fresno, Memphis, and Albuquerque in the list of top 5 worst cities
Wow.
for a summer getaway.
Albuquerque beat us. New Mexico. Jeez, you guys.
I've been to Colorado Springs. I don't remember it being that bad.
It's not that bad. It's okay. I mean, it's kind of boring. I mean, Red Rocks, is the closest thing there, but yeah.
Well,
I live there.
Red Rocks is up closer to Denver. I mean,
But that's where we would have to go. Because when we lived on the
for a
Olympic Training
concert.
Center, that's
Yeah.
all we would have to do is get on a bus and go somewhere. It wasn't like we could, like, the hills were alive in Colorado
the
Springs.
training center is really nice.
Yeah, it was great.
I forgot where you came from.
It's a lot of pain.
Let's talk about bougie now.
Right? I could. I have no shame in my campaign.
Just jump the bougies.
There you go.
The bougie broom.
My talent paid for this.
Oh, let's see. They say more than half of Americans planning vacations before September's end see these findings and underscore the importance of blah, 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 blah.
Where would you go, though? Like, let's just say if you were going on a family trip to Jacksonville, where would you go? I know.
You would end up going
It
to
fell out of my
jail.
mouth, and I even was
Yeah.
like, what are you saying?
Right. Nobody sits there and plans a trip to Jacksonville.
Do you go to Jack's
Florida.
Beach? Like, what's the most
Right,
like
no.
touristy area?
Jack's Beach is
Riverside?
trash.
I know, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I hate to say
You're not going for football.
Jacksonville, the only thing appealing in Jacksonville is actually they have really good hospitals.
That's true.
Yeah,
really
well,
do.
they better with the crime rate. I mean, it makes sense.
So, I mean, I've had family members that have had come down to like Mayo and some Baptists and some of the hospitals there from out of state. So their hospitals are really good. But outside of that, that's all I got as a compliment.
Yeah. That's
I'm
not
sorry.
that's not amazing because
No.
people aren't planning to go to the hospital on their
Yeah.
vacation.
No.
That's not what you're going to a vacation spot.
I'm
for.
thinking town center, but I mean,
No,
Right?
that place sucks.
it
I mean, it
doesn't
really
suck that
does. It
bad.
sucks.
It
It's
really
too
is the only
crowded.
oasis that we have in the fashion community right now.
If you count Jack's Beach, and Jack's Beach has some fun places, but
Does it?
yeah.
Best Buy's great.
That's all they got.
Avenues.
The Avenue.
You know, I went to the Avenues recently. It is crowded.
Was it?
There's actually a lot of people in the Avenues Mall.
People
I was
like
shocked.
them all.
I went in expecting, like, I literally was just on my way back from Best Buy, and I popped into the Avenues because I'm like, this is probably deserted. I want to see what this looks like as a deserted mall.
Mm-hmm.
And it was as busy as I've ever seen it. I mean, there were a lot of people in the Avenues. I was surprised.
I don't go. I just don't go to Jacksonville.
I've only been
Yeah.
once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go to Jacksonville, fly out of it.
right.
That's pretty
Yeah.
much it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
So if you're interested in a more detailed breakdown of city rankings and their respective scores, I mean, what else do we need
Start
to
at
know?
the bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
Start it.
Go to Forbes Advisor, check them out online. Yeah.
But the delays in Jacksonville Airport, that sounds like it was pretty decent. it's a 29%.
I
know, like in Fort Worth or something like that, it's almost like 80. It's a
Yeah.
ridiculous number
Wow.
of delays.
Yeah.
Wow.
So and I think it's either Dallas, Fort Worth, or Houston. One of those two is like really high up there as far as delays.
But low key, I like Jack's Airport. I do. I think it's efficient and it's not always crowded whenever I go. And
Yeah.
I'm like
It's easy to
right in
get
the morning.
through.
I
Yeah.
think so.
It really is easy to get through, and it's small enough to where you can get from one side to the other in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's easy.
There's some that swear by Daytona, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I've not
a lot
done
of
that
people.
yet.
I think the parking situation is fairly easy in Daytona.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you literally pull right up to where the terminal
Oh,
is.
that's
Yeah.
hot. I love that
Yeah.
lifestyle. Yeah.
Like you walk across like two or four lanes and you're in the terminal.
Cool.
So
Orlando is awful.
Hot mess.
Orlando's awful.
The worst.
Yeah.
I
And
will pay more to avoid
right.
Orlando. Please.
You got to take like trains to get to places
I will take
inside of the airport.
I will
There's
lay over. I don't care.
There's a hotel just right in the middle of the airport. It's the
The
worst.
worst.
Orlando is the worst.
Get your life together.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, man.
I tell you what,
Jeez.
there's a small airport in Houston, and Blake, do you remember the name of it?
Yeah, Houston Hobby.
Houston Hobby.
Mm.
That is the worst airport I've ever been in my life. It
Really?
is it's so outdated, and there's no signs telling you which way to go. I think we ended up in a laundry closet. I mean, it was it was just
How long ago
terrible.
was this? Just recently?
4 years ago?
Yeah,
Maybe
I
they've
believe-
cleaned
yeah, I
it up by
believe so.
now. Yeah.
It
There's a
was-
little one in New York too that sucks.
Really?
LaGuardia?
Yeah, where you literally get off we got off our plane like on the tarmac, like on the. I mean, like you walk onto the floor. You don't go through
Northern
you
New
walk
York?
onto the concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was tiny.
It wasn't close to the city though, right?
I don't really remember. It was a connecting flight.
Yeah,
and I
if-
just
if-
remember it was tiny.
And I'm okay with doing that if I'm landing in a Caribbean island.
Yeah, right,
You know,
right.
Like if you're
Oh, I
landing-
love getting off on the tarmac. It's a
Yeah.
totally movie star moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better selfie that up. That's a moment. Pretend that the plane was yours, like a private jet.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
100 other people walking up behind
Hey,
you.
your friends. That's all. They're coming from the rave.
And that big Frontier logo on the side.
And their sponsor.
Tell you where it was.
The sponsor.
Where it wasn't fun is in Iceland, and it was like 20 degrees out as you're walking, and you're waiting for people to go up the ladder, and you're like,
yeah.
okay, come on, get you,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that would
And
bother
it was
me.
Mr.
Yeah.
Magoo walking up at like 1 mile an hour, and you're like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Right. You
Yeah.
just want to start kicking old people at that point. Yeah.
freezing.
All right. Tell us in the comments where your worst airport experience
Yeah,
is.
worst
they
airport
are.
experience.
I would- okay, yeah.
There's
I was
a
gonna
laundry
say,
list, yeah.
I need to know
Yeah.
so that I never fly into those.
Totally.
Oof. All right. Well, if you get in trouble for kicking old people, it's almost time for Chris. We're going to read it now because that's a good tie-in.
Yeah, it's a good
If you get in
time.
trouble for kicking old people,
Up a ladder.
Chris Lucero can probably get you out of jail unless you murdered one of them. It may take a little longer.
No, yeah.
He's available for you 24/7. Fast, reliable bail services, 904-822-BAIL. With that said, we are getting into the gas report
Okay.
here for this morning. Let us know in the comments where you're seeing good prices for gas. It would help us out a lot. Things have changed a lot since yesterday. So we always like to keep everybody up to date if we can. And that means you, Tim, as well. Sunoco at $21.99 North Ponce is at $309. That's our cash price. That was updated a day ago. The Shell at 146 King Street, updated 20 minutes ago. That's at $313. We got the Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard, $313 reporting as well. The Gate at 4075 US 1 North, $314. The Citgo at 1099 South Ponce. That was updated 2 days ago, so we don't know.
Oh, that's rude.
They're saying $315, but who knows?
Get the intern.
The Owens at 780 South Ponce at $318. The Mobile and Circle K at 800 South Ponce, $319. And the Sunoco at 450 South Ponce, $323. Remember when those people owned it who wanted low gas prices? That was nice.
That was really nice. They were
Yeah.
a nice family.
They were a very nice family.
I miss them.
Yeah, I do. They gave
I
us
do
a giant
too.
orchid that I'm keeping alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were very nice people,
Very
and they had the
sweet.
lowest gas prices in town.
Yeah, and they were-
consistently. It was, very nice.
Very interesting what we learned about how the gas game works, and they have to lobby for the lowest prices of gas, and it's all about who you know in the game.
It's very
Unless you're
interesting.
like a corporate chain or something.
Yeah. Then you got a little more leeway.
Right.
All right, we got some live music happening today and tonight as well. Jim Lamb at the Milltop Tavern at noon. Smoke and Joe Shower at Trade Winds at 1 o'clock. Reggie Starrett at the Milltop at 4:30. Our favorite serial killer, Gary Douglas Campbell, O.C. White's, 5:30. Brett Blackshear, Old Coast Ales at 6. And Alex Richmond at Cortesi's Bistro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. Of course, Griffin Service brings us that live music mic check, and we appreciate them for that. We know you guys do too. Your comfort is their top priority at Griffin. They do AC, they do plumbing, electrical services, and a whole lot more, and they do it the best. Generators, water softeners, gas work, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, fire pits.
Wow.
They're amazing.
That's a huge list.
It is. Fast, friendly, and affordable service 7 days a week. Give them a call, 904-500-2653, or visit griffinservice.com and see the Griffrence. All right. Our Weird Wednesday today has somebody we actually just talked about a few days ago.
Oh.
Got banned from the Super Bowl of their sport.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know.
You hear about this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of controversy.
A lot
Okay.
of controversy. Okay. A lot of controversy. This is, I mean, he is the biggest name in this sport.
Mhm.
If you want to call it a sport. I guess you call it a sport. It's classified as a sport. We'll tell you about that as soon as we tell you about Fidus Roofing. Great company. All their employees live right here in St. Johns County, which is very, very important. They know the trials and tribulations that your roof is facing and will face over the coming years. And they do any type of roof you could possibly imagine, man. They are absolutely amazing. They've got a great team, great leadership out there, local leadership that cares about our community, and they care about you. They want you to be safe. They want your roof to be the protector of your house. They know how important it is. You know how important your roof is, so make sure it's in good shape. 904-355-ROOF.
They do pavers.
And gutters.
All right. Joey Chestnut banned from the 2024 Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Caitlin Clark not going to the Olympics. Okay.
Oh, no.
No.
Go ahead. Okay, this is a good story, though. I know this one, too. Go ahead.
Yeah. They say it's the end of an era for Nathan's hot dog eating contest, as the 16-time champion Joey Chestnut will not compete in this year's July 4th event. This is one of the biggest events of the year for
I
them.
smell shady.
Yeah, well, it has to do with sponsors and yeah.
OMG.
The July 4th event signed with a vegan brand, Impossible Meats. Oh,
Why?
God.
How much was that paycheck?
Way to ruin
Yeah.
your entire competition.
How much was that paycheck? How many commas were
I
in
don't
that
think
paycheck?
it was whatever it is. It's not worth it. The deal was actually, they say it's worth $1.2 million over 4 years. Over 4 years, not worth it. Not worth it.
Can't be living in Florida because isn't that illegal here? Didn't we ban like Impossible Meats or something?
Yeah. Well, we banned them in this studio.
Right. God bless
Yes, we
America.
did.
Yes,
We've tried them
we
before and they're
did.
not
Josh.
Yeah, nope.
Major League Eating expressed devastation over Chestnut's decision
Devastation.
to represent a plant-based hot dog company, reportedly Impossible Foods. So wait, Joey Chestnut is representing them?
Yeah. Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut. Oh, see, I thought
he signed with Impossible, and that's the reason Nathan's is like, nope.
Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah. Okay. I thought that. Okay. Woof. Yeah. Impossible means. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Why would you do that?
Hopefully Kobayashi comes back.
Right? Yeah. Kobayashi just retired a couple of weeks ago too.
True.
But he might. Maybe they can get him out of retirement because of this thing. So
Yeah.
it'll be worth watching to see.
This is an interesting conversation.
It is an interesting conversation.
I'm stuck here on this one a little bit. I see where you guys are going, but I'm still like on the other side of the fence too.
They say despite efforts to accommodate Chestnut, including an appearance fee of $200,000.
That's it?
You ain't coming to the Florida Man games. Scratch that idea.
Yeah. We don't need him. We have plenty of eaters here.
Yeah. And allowing him to compete in a rival unbranded contest, an agreement could not be reached. Major League Eating highlighted their long-standing relationship and hot dog exclusivity provisions with Nathan's famous hot dogs.
Oh, okay. So there it is there. The exclusivity.
Yeah. Chestnut and his management have now prioritized a new partnership over, they say. Chestnut responded on social media expressing his disappointment and explaining he had no contract with MLE or Nathan's. He remains committed to his fans and promised a return to competitive eating soon, urging everyone to, quote, stay hungry. Chestnut, 40 years old now, has dominated the contest, winning from 2007 to 2014 and from 2016 to 2023, holding the record with 76 hot dogs in 2021. That's insane.
That's a lot of not wieners. A healthy thing to do.
MLE called him an American hero.
I don't think that's
That's a stretch.
Very aggressive there.
That's
very aggressive.
When you watch some of the introductions that they do are just so over the top.
Oh, really?
Brilliant. They're brilliant.
Yeah.
Introductions.
I'm going to check this out then.
Yeah. So
the Nathan's contest, a summer tradition since 1979. They say it continues to be the highlight of July 4th celebrations. Again, I would disagree with that. I think the fireworks are typically the highlight of July 4th celebrations. But, oh, man, that's a big loss.
No.
It's a big loss. I wonder, I said it's not worth it for Nathan's to do this deal. However, I don't know. That's a lot of money, but I don't know if it's worth it for Chestnut if he has to leave these events. If he can't get his airtime, then what is it? What is he being sponsored for?
It's what made him famous. So, without Nathan's, the whole eating world wouldn't be the same. So it's kind of like almost, to me, it's almost like snubbing your nose at Nathan's by doing this. So.
Oh, yeah. Impossible needs this, though, to be able to kind of have some skin in the game. So they're going to need this story to keep blowing up and people talking about it. And then, but they have no
food.
What are they going to do? Have an impossible meat eating contest? It's like ready, set, nobody wants to play,
Yeah.
Like they take the first bite, like,
I wouldn't.
The impossible meat is who can finish one. Yeah. That's the contest. Can you finish one?
It's impossible.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah, man.
I'd almost rather eat the hottest chip than have to eat a full Impossible Burger at this point.
Oh, you heard Troy. We're bringing in a Pocky chip next week.
No, I'm scared.
Bringing in a Pocky chip.
I don't want to see him in pain.
It messed up my bowels.
Oh,
yeah, it'll do that in your brain. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That's when we went to Houston. That's when we flew to Houston, Blake.
Good callback.
It was that day. I ate one that morning. We flew. A horrible flight. I was just like, it was just sitting in the bottom down there.
You were not that dude on the plane.
Were
you on the plane
after you did that?
No, I didn't have. I wasn't gassy or anything like that. But it was just like,
Yeah, but you're on the plane.
And I like spicy food, but
like that.
that was a different level.
Yeah, I hear it's the worst. I love the challenges. I love watching the challenges on YouTube.
Yeah, the one chip challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad was sweating bad on the plane.
I
bet.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of you, Troy.
Yay!
Thank goodness.
I was alerted to a gadget last night that you can find on Amazon that can give you the ability to live like Troy.
Really? A gadget?
Yes. You can buy this on Amazon. Do we have the video, guys? Here we go. It is a dual shower head attachment. You too can have two shower heads in your home.
Look how
by
easy.
just doing this simple attachment. It's like hanging a curtain.
Oh.
And it flows right through there. You got the wall. It's right there for you.
You could put some plants hanging on that
Two
bar.
shower heads, and there you go.
You can be
Wow.
You can be Blevins Bouge.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Look at that.
Favorite finds.
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Would have saved me a lot of money.
It would have saved you a lot of. I think this is like $100, maybe less.
Yeah. No. That's pretty cool.
Can I change my answer for the question of the day?
How do you know when they were rich, right?
You too can live the life of a Blevins.
My luck, that bar gonna fall right down while I'm in the middle of the shower.
I know, right?
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
I mean, it is a budget way to have two shower heads.
That's but like I said before, I will trade 2 bathrooms for my 2 shower heads. And we only have 1 bathroom with 5 people.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It is.
You need an outhouse.
We use the backyard quite a bit.
Oh,
yeah.
That's the discoloration.
I mean, you got boys. It's
Easy
mainly
peasy.
boys in that house, so we're fine going out in the backyard. All right. Well, there you go. I just had to bring that to people. Got a shout out to Kelly for sending that to me.
No, that's nice.
Great find. I think she's going to have one in her house soon.
That's nice for her.
Yeah.
But
Report
I think
back.
that would be the same temperature gauge because it looked like it ran off the same.
Yeah, it runs off the same thing, so you don't get to control.
You can't do the hot cold.
You can't be quite as bougie as you, Troy.
Can't do the hot cold thing.
That's right.
Which is
The main reason you did it, right?
Yeah.
Different temperatures.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we had a really scary accident on I-95 last night. Sedan caught fire after crashing into a dump truck out there on 95. Florida Highway Patrol currently investigating a severe collision that occurred late Tuesday night on I-95 in St. Johns County, where a sedan crashed into a dump truck and subsequently caught on fire. The incident took place before midnight at mile marker 320 on I-95 northbound. Authorities reported that a 27-year-old man from Cincinnati, Ohio, was driving a white sedan at a high rate of speed when he collided with the rear of a dump truck, which was also traveling in the center lane, driven by a 33-year-old Jacksonville man. The impact was so severe that the sedan became wedged under the dump truck, dragging the smaller vehicle until both came to a stop on the east paved shoulder of the highway. Shortly after the collision, the sedan burst into flames, according to the officials from the St. Johns County Fire Rescue. Emergency responders transported the sedan driver to HCA Orange Park with critical injuries. Fortunately, the dump truck driver did not sustain any injuries. Hard to get injured in a big vehicle like that.
Yeah, it's a big dump truck.
The Florida Highway Patrol has cleared the crash site to ensure the smooth flow of traffic for this morning's commute, but they continue to investigate the specifics of the crash and determine its exact cause. And I assume they mean like finding out if there were drugs involved or alcohol or anything like that.
Medical emergency, maybe.
Yeah, it could be. Geez, I saw somebody get pulled over for drinking and driving on the way to work. Did you guys see the person pulled over out there by the gate?
No.
There were two cop cars and a tow truck, and I'm wondering what's going on here. And I look, and they've got 2 bottles of beer on top of the car that the cops had pulled out. 7:30 in the morning.
Well, hair of the dog.
7:30 in the morning.
Hair of the dog.
Maybe they were just getting home.
Right.
Oh,
Circuit party.
geez.
Yeah,
Well,
it's after hours.
okay. Yeah. Well.
I mean, should we
Taking
be
over.
avoiding 95? Like, seriously, should we be just taking back roads in this area? Because there seems to be, like, a lot of things going on.
I mean, I avoid 95 if I can.
You do?
Anyway. I mean, like going up to Jacksonville, if I can take US 1 and get there in relatively the same amount of time,
I
I'll
feel
take
the
US
same.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell you, even going to Orlando, I'll cut through. I'll go US 1 to 11 and cut through. Not to get on 95.
Yeah. Yeah. 95's all the way up, man. It's just a mess. It's
Yeah.
terrible. But we hope everybody's okay. We hope the gentleman from Cincinnati recovers.
Yeah.
The historic St. Augustine Cathedral going to be undergoing a $4 million renovation.
Mm-hmm.
After years of delays, the Cathedral Basilica of St. Augustine set to begin a $4 million renovation project.
Dang.
This effort will modernize the historic rectory, enhancing the safety and efficiency for the community it serves, they say. It's a 14,000 square foot rectory, which has housed priests for nearly 60 years. It faces critical repairs now to its 1965 electrical, plumbing, windows, and HVAC system.
I would say it's time. Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Definitely time.
65?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only 3 priests that live in there. At one point, there was 14 priests
Wow.
that lived in this rectory,
And one
it's-
bathroom?
And it's directly behind. No, it's a big place. It's the building directly behind the church itself.
Mm.
You know, and it's behind our tower there. The tower.
Yeah.
right.
There, and it's quite entertaining. Looking out back, they have like a little area where they sit and they'll have cocktails.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In the back, because you can kind of see down their little outdoor sitting area.
Okay.
The priests are sitting there and doing their own little communion.
Mhm. They got to see the spirit, baby.
But there's a lot fewer live there now than have in the past. So and it's overdue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Father John Tetlow says. He emphasized the urgency of the project, which they say aims to proactively address the issues. The renovations will also reconfigure the floor plan to separate the priests' living quarters from parish office and ministry spaces.
Wait, their living quarters are in the office. Could you imagine,
Yeah,
like,
it's upstairs.
be quiet, don't call right now because Father's sleeping.
Yeah, it's upstairs, the office space, and it's a really cool space.
Is it?
Father John's awesome.
Oh, yeah,
But
totally.
he's-
Yeah.
He's on our Home Again board, and he's just awesome. I'm so glad he's there. But yeah, they have like upstairs is where the priests live, and then the downstairs is the office, and then there's
Okay.
a little. There's several different little common areas where they can get around. But
Okay. So they're just gonna make all that space more efficient. It sounds
Yeah.
like. Okay.
So
Oh, nice.
Construction going to be starting in early July, they hope, and going to last about 8 months. Tetlow highlighted that this project honors the cathedral's rich history and the legacy of its parishioners and priests. So yeah, expect a little bit of work to be done there.
Mhm.
Now, is that going to close the church, you think? Is that going to...
no, the church will stay open. It's the offices. They have some other space. I don't know if I've held a office for Father John in the tower if they want to use it, because the construction's right next to us, and it's a challenge building downtown. And I know they've already moved. They were moving furniture last week. They had trucks there and moving furniture last week, so I think they've kind of already have started doing some of the stuff to clear it out. So
Okay.
no, so the church is still going to be regular hours and doing those things, but the rectory, because the church got redone in 15. So
Oh, did it?
at
Okay.
the 450th. So
Okay.
we reset the time time capsule underneath the what's it called where the priest stands.
The pulpit.
The
Oh, the altar.
at the altar.
Pulpit.
So, yeah. So well, it is a pulpit, but
Ish.
but underneath the altar, there's a time capsule that was redone, and it was done in 65, and it was redone in 15.
Okay. Did you pull anything out of there while you were redoing it?
I
See
don't
what
think
was
they
in
let
there?
me touch anything.
Did they find like stigmata where they found like
there
the hidden Bible scripture and the
And everything that was in there from 65 went back in there, and then there was other stuff added to it.
Uh-huh.
So and they separated when it went into the time capsule.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Cool.
All right. Yeah. There you go. That's that.
Good for them.
So Treasury Street will be affected.
I was going to ask
Yes.
you. I didn't want to bring it up, but yeah, is that going to be affecting your treasury building at all?
Not too much, because it is behind us, but we'll try and be helpful. I mean, Charlotte Street's been torn up because of the new restaurant, the Saint, which is almost coming to a close there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's good news.
I mean,
Ooh.
just as far as the construction on the streets.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Coming to a close. I mean, it's really affected our revenue for the parking.
Ooh, I
Oh,
see what
sure.
you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blocked off Charlotte from us. So. And I wasn't on this road closure. It wasn't my fault this time.
No, definitely. It's not Troy Trail.
Yeah. No.
This time.
It wasn't one of the worst ones. We're
No,
always
no.
involved in the worst road.
Always.
No. There's a big one coming.
Oh boy. All right. Yay. That's what the people of St. Augustine want to hear.
Well, King Street to me is going to be the
Yeah, that's gonna be the worst.
We're going to have prayers up on that one.
and, and it has been delayed, so it's going to happen after Night of Lights at least.
For right now, how do you want to hit the comments, Troy?
I'm going to go wildly through the commentary like a whirlwind or softly like a whisper.
Aww.
Thanks, Bobby.
While you do that, I'll remind everybody, Bates, Hughes, and Floyd, not your average local insurance agency. They provide peace of mind and insurance to protect your biggest investments. Their approach to insurance and risk longevity in our community and the way they treat their clients sets them apart from the rest. They offer homeowners, auto, commercial, and benefits, and they've been doing that for over 50 years. Christy Lawrenson is St. Augustine's premier agent. She offers complimentary policy reviews and has a deep understanding of insurance and what is needed to be properly insured in St. Augustine. Give them a call, 904-794-5455, or schedule an appointment. Well, you can call the number and schedule an appointment.
Yeah, she's the best.
Yes, she is. Great person.
Mhm.
Does great work.
Honest.
Yes. Also, speaking of honesty, B&S Signs been honest family service since 1967.
My goodness.
They're now in their third generation of family ownership. It's really awesome. Providing quality signs to St. Johns County and the surrounding areas. From your business card to storefront signage and beyond, B&S Signs is equipped to serve you. They're a full-service sign shop offering design, permitting, fabrication, installation, maintenance, and crane services. They can really do it all. Not everybody has those crane services, by the
Right.
way. Like, you might go to a sign company and they can make you a cool sign, but how are you going to get it up on your building? Yeah, B&S Signs. They'll make you a better sign and they'll get it on the building.
Right. the right way.
That's right.
They have to correct a lot of things, like the Jags. Remember, they had to redo that sign.
Yeah,
that was not an easy project. They got it done.
They just recently did some work for the Jumbo Shrimp too.
Right.
And then they do work for our little organization as well. So really, no matter what type of business you're in, they've got something for you. They can help you out. BNS Signs. Check out their website, bnssigns.com. All right, Troy, what you got?
All right, we got a lot of stuff. Wawa was at 319. Costco was at 309. Thank you, Tim, for that.
Okay.
Bobby said they got dumped on with rain out in Bakersville.
Wow, yeah.
So, and I got to go try the sushi bar at Best Bet.
Excuse me.
There's
I want to
a great
go.
sushi
Yeah.
bar there. I mean,
Okay.
they compare
Let's
it to green
go.
papaya. So
Wow.
Let's try it.
there.
Yeah.
I don't do
As
sushi.
far as bad airports, Newark and Atlanta. To me, Atlanta's worse than Newark. Newark, the airport wasn't terrible, but as soon as you stepped outside, you needed a tetanus shot.
Yeah.
So,
My people.
it's strong there. I'm telling you. All right.
Atlanta has that smoking section.
Yeah, that's true.
Where they're all like in there, like a little fish
A
bowl.
little glass
Yeah,
box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your clothes got to smell awful.
Awful.
really
It's like
do, yeah.
old school trick.
And according to the comments, boys are gross.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Kelly.
Well,
Yeah, that's probably true.
probably.
She has 4 boys.
Yeah, in 2 bathrooms or something. Yeah. God bless.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a professional on this one. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go with that.
Definitely gonna take her. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She knows exactly.
Approved.
Yeah. And Kathy Areta grew up with 1 bathroom in a family of 10.
Whoa, Kathy, you're a saint.
Oh, wow.
Holy guacamole, that's a lot.
We had 4 with 1 bathroom, and that was a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay. Stordom stat.
All right, Stodem stat. 1987. This is the day Ronald Reagan was giving a speech in West Berlin, and he tells Gorbachev to tear down that wall.
Yeah, I
It did
remember.
actually happen a couple years later, and it happened actually after Ron had stepped down as president because he had to, because he was term limited out. But this is that famous speech. And the day it took place was on this day, 1987.
Mm.
Do you remember it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, what
I
was
was
your
in
feeling at that time?
I was in college. I was, I was worried more about baseball at that time in my life, and I remember the speech, and I was just like, okay, I don't understand why we have that wall anyway. It just kind of conceptually didn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize how many people died on the Berlin Wall trying to get from east to West Berlin.
Yeah.
And I thought it had been there since World War II, and it didn't come into play until the 60s.
Really?
Yeah, the wall was only there less than 30 years. So it seemed to me like, after World War II it got put up, but it wasn't until the 60s is when early 60s when it got put up.
It's a great divide.
All right. Good Stordom stat.
Mm-hmm.
Brought to you by a place you definitely don't want a wall in between you and St. Augie's Pizza.
No.
Oh, man. Augie's Pizza's my favorite spot in town. They work very, very hard. Very hardworking family. Go see them today. Out there right in between Riberia and M.L. King. Cranking out some great slices just for you. All right, plugs. Troy?
Plugs, I get to go hang out with Dave Chatterton today.
Good.
Going to talk to his staff today, so I get to do that.
Okay.
So,
They had that autism designation, which is they pioneered that in town. They're an amazing company. That's awesome.
yeah,
Good.
we're working on doing that with Jalaram Hotels too. So
Cool. Yeah. Tell them we said hello.
we will do it.
Hey, stay tuned for 3 o'clock today. We have the St. Augustine Music Festival coming into town, and what that's all about and who we're going to talk to. That'll be at 3.
Okay. Good deal. Rick?
No plugs from me. Happy hump day. See you this afternoon.
All right. Blake?
Have a great day.
All right.
Nice.
Go to thefloridamangames.com, get your tickets, and we will see you at 3.